Okay, so get all awkward again.
Don't worry, I don't need to be told how to be awkward. So it's been over 2 years since my last video, so now might be a good time. So it's been over 2 years. So, now I can't stop smiling. It's even worse now that the camera's on.
Yay! I mean, you can
To tell you. No, I know, but I don't want to explain. Okay, so
we're on the first sentence.
So now might be a good time to explain. Nope. No, this isn't gonna work. So, Brittany and I wrote this whole long script to try to do this video, and we sat down and tried to say it, and we're both so awkward, so this just isn't gonna work. So,
Us? Awkward?
We don't know how to be normal.
no, we're way too awkward for this. Yeah, so.
Maybe it's better this way. They're more prepared.
Yeah, right. They see you and how you really are.
Hi! I'm Brittany.
Hi, Brittany.
Hi!
So some of you may remember her from my How to Make Launchpad videos video as the mysterious pink-haired being.
Bean.
Bean.
Human bean.
Human being that very subtly poked her head out from behind me.
We're off to a great start.
I know,
What's this video
so
about?
terrible. Okay. This is my explanation video as to how I got into YouTube, why I stopped YouTube, and what our plans are for the future.
And why you're like the worst YouTuber ever.
Why might be the worst YouTuber on this whole godforsaken website. I guess we should start with how I got into YouTube in the first place. So when I got my first Launchpad, I hated it. I plugged it in and I tried to use it and nothing happened. When you pushed a button, a light didn't turn on, like nothing happened at all. And I didn't realize that. I thought it was, you would plug it in and I don't know, something would happen. But it doesn't. And so I was like, this is impossible to use, and I threw it in my closet and I forgot about it for the next year. Then one of my friends that I met through gaming moved to the city that I was living in, and we met up and we started talking about EDM and that kind of stuff. I mentioned the Launchpad and he was like, oh, you should go get that out. And so I got it back out and we sat down and all night worked on slicing up a song. And by the morning, we had our very first project file ever. But I hadn't even considered filming myself, performing it, and putting it on YouTube until the girl I was seeing at the time convinced me to.
There is no one before me.
Yeah, it's always been you.
Yeah. You should have known. You're like, hey, I'm cheating on my future girlfriend.
Oh, yeah. Well, whoops.
Wow. Such remorse. Whoopsie.
Anyways, so she convinced me to film it and put it on YouTube. I didn't know how it was going to go. I was totally unknown. This was totally out of left field. And when I got my first 100 subscribers, it was amazing. On YouTube, you can see a map of the world and everyone who's watching your videos. And so my mom and I would just sit and stare at that map in amazement, like, oh my God, these people are all over the world watching this stuff. Like, it was crazy. At the time, I loved how I was able to read all the comments and I could respond to every single person. I knew everyone's name who was messaging me. It was great. I really, really loved that. As I got to 1,000 subscribers, I was like, wow, this is crazy. It kept skyrocketing. I got to 100,000. As my channel got bigger and bigger, you guys inspired me to make my videos bigger and better every single time. And I always tried to top myself every single video. Yeah, and YouTube was never a numbers game to me. I only have 13 videos right now over the course of 5 years, and they're the best possible videos I could have made. Except for this Siri one. That one was kind of clickbaity. But the other 12, I put so much work into. And yeah, it's my most disliked video.
Really?
It is. But yeah, I wanted to share my ideas and my work, and I just wanted them to be the best that they could possibly be.
I like that the fluff makes your arm look really hairy.
This?
No, this fluff.
This, wow.
Because it's as white as you.
Wow.
Next point.
Well, now we're on why did I stop, which I haven't written this part out. So I have to actually
Alright, now
talk.
you have to think like a normal human.
I know. It was a lot of things. First of all, my videos take a long time to make. I think my longest one took 9 months start to finish. That was Monody. Yeah, when I started it, I had to like design that table. I had to figure out how to make my camera do that thing where it like goes up and spins. Getting the stems for the song and chopping them up. And it's a long song. That took forever. Making the light shows, all of that. It took forever to get that out. And while I think it's worth it, I don't mind spending that long on a project. That's not really compatible with YouTube. Like, YouTube definitely wants you to post daily if you can. And so every 9 months that's pushing it, but it's not exactly sustainable. So in my mind, I felt I had to choose either lower the quality or do something in between that I could fill in the gaps. The problem with that is these 9 months that it took, it was every day. This wasn't like, oh, I take a week off. Every single day I was working to get this done, so I didn't even have time to put videos in between. Yeah, so that was frustrating, trying to play YouTube's game. The other thing that started bothering me was I feel like, okay, I don't know how to say this. I feel like my videos are solely responsible for the rise and popularity of fake Launchpad videos. Basically where people just program this awesome light show and pretend to play over it and they're not doing anything. Because when I put my project files out, people saw exactly like how to set that up, and they figured out, oh, well, you can just pre-record it, play it back, and the lights will show exactly where your fingers should be. Yeah, so that was kind of a bummer to see that come as a direct result for my channel, because the intention was to give this stuff out and have people look at it and say, oh wow, I'm gonna take this idea and do something new with it. And don't get me wrong, tons and tons of people did that, and that's the community that I love. But a much, much larger community of fake videos came out, and it just, I don't know, it just got to me. The other thing that happened with my exploding channel was I started getting contacted by a lot of people. Music labels, clubs, all kinds of stuff, which was awesome. And so I took them up on their offers. I came down and listened to what they wanted to say or what they were proposing. Some wanted me to just play shows, which was cool. But they all pretty much, when it boiled down to it, wanted me to compromise and make it look like I was playing something when I really wasn't. So if you've ever seen a big EDM show, they're very coordinated. They really, really don't like when things go wrong. And so I'm not going to say all, but a lot of the artists that you see live are literally not doing anything. I experienced this once where they were doing a sound check. I'm not going to say the band or the artist, but they were doing the sound check and the manager came out and was playing the set, right? And all the lights were going, and it was the exact set that they played that night. So I was like, that's interesting. Why is the manager able to do this? I thought like the artist was supposed to. Anyways, that really opened my eyes. And so when I got offered to do these things, it was they literally told me, we don't want you to play, we want you to fake it so that the show goes on. And that was like, no way. I would never, ever, ever want to do that. So I didn't. Okay, finally, through all these music contacts, I met a good friend who was very our values aligned very closely as to what we wanted to see happen with Launchpad and live performances. He and I started working together. We formed a company together called Static Industries, and we started writing software for the Launchpad. It basically went like this. I'd be sitting down writing a project file, and I would look over it and go, so, you know what would make my life a whole lot easier right now? And he'd look back at me like, oh God, not again. And that's how Wormhole was born. I was like, so I need a program that will advance a sound when you push the same button. And so he thought about it for a second. It's like, okay. He coded it out for 5 minutes, threw out Wormhole, and I was like, yes, this is exactly what I wanted. He was like a...
Super genius.
What's the word? Like a savant. Yeah, and we were just very in tune. So then our ideas got bigger and bigger, and we wanted to make a light show plugin, because the way light shows are made on Launchpad is very difficult and time-consuming and horrible. Basically, you're not even touching the Launchpad. You're just like clicking on a computer, and then like you look over and nope, that's not right. And it takes hours and hours, and it's just horrible. After we had conceived of the light show software, we planned out and designed how a whole suite of software would operate. And this is getting back to when I was told they just wanted me to push play at their shows and not actually perform. Our software was going to allow people to actually perform in a simple way, with a fail-safe that if something started going wrong, they could switch to a backing track and then just like pump themselves up, get ready to play again, and then they would start playing and their real performance would start taking over. The goal of the software wasn't just, make pretty light shows. We're making a whole suite of software that helps you perform real live music on, doesn't have to be a Launchpad. You can use Launchpad or a MIDI fighter or Ableton Push, anything. So we set out to write that, and the project got bigger and bigger and bigger, to where eventually both of us just couldn't handle it. And so we had the choice of either finding a real programmer who knew VSTs and knew all this stuff, and it was like a very niche, expensive thing to find. Like it probably would have cost at least $200,000 to start. And so that wasn't really an option. So we decided, okay, maybe he can just learn this. And so he started trying to learn C++, the most difficult coding language there is. And he just couldn't do it. And it just never got finished to this day. That was another thing that really, really hurt, because we spent a lot of time on that. I mean, every night, 16 hours a day for at least a year. Mm-hmm. It was crazy how we were grinding on this thing.
Every second of every day. I never saw either of you.
His girlfriend never saw him. Yeah. It was bad at one point. Yeah. So that really sucked that we weren't able to do that. That said, I still believe the software is incredible. Even what we've made a demo that works, kind of. And even that is way better than anything that you could do right now. So that's why I stopped. Yeah. So then the question is, will I continue to make Launchpad videos? I want to say yes. They'll probably come out at the same frequency that they have, like once every 4 years. So it won't be any different than it's been. But I'm not sure is the actual answer.
We'll see how it goes.
We'll see how it goes. Okay. So, what's going to happen to the channel now? I've very seriously thought about starting a second channel to do these future videos, which would separate it out nicely. There would be the Launchpad channel and then the new one that Brittany and I are starting. The problem with that is the Launchpad one would just die. Like, I don't think there'd be enough content coming out fast enough. It would just sit there for the majority of the time. Maybe a video would come out every 2 years, but that's about it. So I think my channel should be a complete history of my work, and it is going to change a lot starting now. We've thought a lot about this, and I think the pivot that we're making, I don't think anyone's going to be disappointed in the long run. I know a lot of people will be disappointed right away because you subscribe for Launchpad videos, and that's not what it's going to be. So I don't blame you for unsubscribing or whatever, but I do think you should stick around and check it out because we put a lot of work into these new videos. Should we describe what the videos are first, or tell what inspired us to switch from Launchpad to making these new videos? Why did we decide to make these new videos? I can say this. You want me to say this?
I do have a
I can do it. You're looking at me this whole time like, wow, you can't even talk on camera. Look at you.
There's BLT in my teeth.
Okay, here, just... Okay.
It's too hard.
So, 2 years ago on New Year's, we were watching Steve Harvey do the ball drop.
Oh my God.
It was terrible.
That was the worst thing I've ever witnessed.
They had Ninja come up and floss. Oh my God. It was terrible. Anyways, so we turned that off really quick. And we were like, okay, let's go through our photos and see what we did this year. And as we were scrolling, we kept going, oh wow, I don't remember this at all. Like over and over, like, wow, we did that. Oh my God, we did so much this year and we don't remember any of it. We realized we had done all these amazing trips and we couldn't remember a single thing that we had done this year. So that's when I vowed I would take my camera, and anytime we went on one of these trips, I would film everything. And so the very first one we were going to make was going to be the Great American Eclipse. The eclipse was right by Yellowstone, and so we knew we could do Grand Teton National Park, Yellowstone, and then make our way to the Path of Totality and watch the eclipse at the end of the trip. We knew it was going to be awesome. So I brought my camera. I got a really nice gimbal for it, so everything was nice and smooth. And it failed miserably. Everything kept going wrong. My car overheated. We had to drive 300 miles back home to get Brittany's car.
I forgot about that part.
See? Because we didn't film it. Yeah. We got her car. We put all this stuff in. And it was like 8 at night at this point. So we had to drive all the way to Wyoming, which is really far. And we basically just gave up right away. And looking back now, we regret that so much that we put our cameras down and didn't push through and film the whole thing. The only thing I got of the actual eclipse was I took my iPhone out when it was happening and filmed this really terrible video. I just kind of spun around. When we watched back the footage that we did film, which we thought, this is garbage, like, this is going to be so bad. When we started watching that, we were like, this is amazing. Like, why did we stop? Why would we have ever stopped filming this? But we did. So, we tried again. We have an annual spring break road trip. It's just something that we do. And this time, again, I was like, I'm going to bring my camera. I'm never going to put it down. And I didn't this time. And those are our first videos.
Yeah. And we never put it down since.
Never put it down since. Yeah, we film everything now.
Yeah.
So, what exactly are these new videos going to be? These new videos are the last year and a half of our life. They're kind of hard to describe.
Very.
Like, I wanted to say, oh, they're vlogs. But that makes them sound so bad, because the first ones are kind of like that. But as they go on, they get so much better than just like your typical vlog. They're kind of like vlogs, but they're also cooking videos, and they're kind of music related. I'm writing all the music for them. They're kind of travel videos. They're basically just everything that Brittany and I do. I want to put as much time as I need into these episodes to make them exactly how I want. That's how I used to do my Launchpad videos. But these are going to come out way faster than Launchpad videos. We've filmed 20 so far, and 12 are done. They don't take 9 months like my old videos used to. Let's just get that out of the way. The first ones I could get a video done in a week. And these latest ones where I put just everything into it, I can get them done in 2 weeks.
Because they have so much more.
They have so much more. I'm writing the music for them. Sometimes I need to go back out and refilm something, especially the local stuff. Like if it's raining one day and I can't fly the drone, then I can just go back out during the week, get that shot, come back, put it back in. And that's where I think they really differ from vlogs, because like a vlog is supposed to be exactly what happened that day over and over. But these are These are meant to really capture a place.
And show like the best part of that place that we can.
And sometimes the worst part.
Yeah.
Like we show how crowded they are and awful,
Yeah.
but then we show how beautiful they are too. The 12 that we have ready, we're going to upload every single week. And then we're going to slow down to 2 a week once the quality goes up.
No, once every 2 weeks,
No,
not 2 a week.
Once every 2 weeks, so twice a month.
Don't make promises we can't keep.
I say that every time. Twice a month. And you'll see the quality go up. By the 8th one, they're getting really good, and they keep getting better from there. Okay, I hope we explained those well enough. We probably didn't. When you see them, you'll know. So we would much rather have revenue come from donations rather than shilling for companies that we don't believe in, or peddling crap products that are terrible. Mm-hmm. If the donations don't work out, then we might be forced to do that. I just want to put that out there. If you do want to donate, you can go to my website, nev.net/donate. We also have a Patreon, patreon.com/SoNevable.
Mm-hmm. And there's several ways to donate on the website. You'll find it.
Yeah, there's a Patreon, there's a direct donation, there's PayPal. I accept Bitcoin. I think I'll put like Dogecoin on there eventually.
Oh, geez, no.
All the meme coins.
You're gonna only get Dogecoin.
That's fine. I'll be a Doge millionaire. Oh, okay. So this is very important. I had a Patreon while I was doing Launchpad videos. And I never put a video through that Patreon, which means that whoever was donating at the time never paid money to me for a Launchpad video. Okay? Our new Patreon is not going to be for Launchpad videos. So if you're thinking, oh, I want to donate to see more Launchpad videos, that's not what this is going to be. Okay? Just want to make that very clear. All donations and Patreon and all of that are going towards our new style of videos. We want to do merch too, but we don't want just like crappy t-shirts. So I've had these laser cut pendants made.
The light's a little weird on it.
Yeah. Can you see it?
Yeah.
This is the walnut one. There's also a black acrylic one that's cheaper. Yeah, so if you want to support us that way, then we have, I think, 10 left.
Yeah, there's not many, but we'll work on it.
Yeah, I've actually sold quite a few of them because the website's existed this whole time. I've just never talked about it. There were decals, but I don't have time to make those right now. Those might come back. See, we're on the part of the script where this actually isn't written out, so now we're just like rambling and hoping something comes together. I hope I've explained everything pretty well. So I think the best way to go about watching these is to just watch the first one and pretend like Brittany and I have been doing this forever. And I hope you enjoy them. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Bye.